World War II veterans have been called America's greatest generation because many say what they did to protect our country's freedom was just phenomenal.
Well, yesterday, nearly 100 veterans took part in the South Alabama honor flight to see the World War II memorial. Fox 10 News reporter Hubert Tate was on board with them and documented their trip, which started very early. Watch.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning at Fort Whiting in Mobile, and local veterans are preparing for a special mission.
We have precious cargo on this bus, and we'll have precious cargo on the airplane and in Washington.
They are getting ready to leave for the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. Our charter bus service takes them to the airport, complete with an escort. The motorcade blocks traffic so they make it to Mobile Regional Airport on time. They unload and get through security. Because most veterans like Hank Hannett are elderly, they have chaperones seen here in the red shirts.
I have to use a wheelchair. I'm 93 years old, and the leg gives away on me a lot.
His chaperone is Aaron Daniels. He doesn't mind pushing Hannett in a wheelchair and will even do more if necessary.
Yes, I'll throw him on my back.
Marine veteran Doug Gordon recently had a pacemaker put in.
So you weren't going to miss this trip, huh?
No, not if I had a change.
With ticket in hand and a little organization,
Can we get a replacement for the individual that's not going to be able to go?
Let me see if I can get hold of him right quick.
The vets leave for Reagan National Airport in Washington. We sat next to Army veteran James Philpott.
I was 18 years old when I went in.
He had no problem telling us what he was responsible for during the war.
I was a bazooka gunner.
Really? How was that?
Well, it was, are you familiar with what a bazooka is?
Explain it to me.
Well, it's sort of the great-grandfather of the RPGs that they use now. It was a rocket-fired weapon that was used against tanks and pillboxes, things like that. Chichester.
Each veteran also received a care package made by local school kids. And the veterans who died before getting a chance to see the memorial were remembered with a prayer. After a 2-hour flight, the veterans stepped off into a celebration. Patty Pryor welcomes the vets to D.C.
They're wonderful men. They saved our country.
This veteran had to get out of his wheelchair to get a dance with her. Then it was time for those veterans to see what America has done for them. Although World War II has been reenacted in films like Saving Private Ryan, nothing is like the true stories of these men and women who defended the American flag.
And here is the World War II Memorial, a majestic site that pays deep tribute to the ones who fought and gave for our country. The Alabama plot sits near the Atlantic Pavilion.
It's a big moment for Horace Leckie, who maintained the guns on a ship.
Incidentally, the flag on Iwo Jima came off of my LST, and that's the one that's on display at the Iwo Jima Memorial. So that's very near and dear to my heart.
Some of it I had seen, but a lot of it I haven't really appreciated even quite as well as I have today.
Eileen Woods was part of the Women's Nursing Corps. Since she can't see very well, she asked her guardian to read the inscription on the wall.
That covered every facet of the war, so I found that to be very interesting.
After spending 11 hours in Washington, it was time to head back to Mobile, the greatest honor for the greatest generation. Hubert Tate, Fox 10 News.
Well, this is South Alabama's first year in the 5-year-old honor flight program.